everyone in Italy is laughing and nodding and having the time of their lives, and you're there nodding along and hoping that they don't notice that you don't understand anything. I've been there, I've fixed that, and let's fix it for you. There's a real simple, a 3-step formula that my students use to go from awkward nodding to real Italian conversations, and almost nobody knows it. So today, I'm going to show you this simple 3-step formula that I teach my students so they could go from being complete outsiders to being involved in full Italian conversations and connecting with loved ones, even if their Italian isn't totally perfect. I'm Maria. I learned Italian from complete scratch so I could speak with my family over in Calabria. And this 3-step formula is how I've helped hundreds of students every day, just like Michelle, go from awkwardly smiling and nodding to actually speaking up and making connections. And students like Anthony go from 0 Italian to chatting it up with friends in Sicily. As with anything that we do with learning a language, the first step is my free 60-minute Italian lesson. It's packed full of value. You're going to love it. We go through pronunciation, grammar, dialogue, all 9 yards of actually how to connect with somebody in Italian. The link is below, or comment Italian lesson and I'll send it right over. Also, make sure you're subscribed and like this video. Andiamo. So the first part of the formula is praise. So notice something that you genuinely like. This is the perfect way to enter a conversation. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're awkward or you don't like entering conversations. This is exactly how I'm going to get you to start engaging with people instead of just sitting there like smiling and yeah, fake laughing. Okay, we're not going to do that anymore. The first thing you're going to do is praise. You're going to notice something that you genuinely like. Okay, don't fake it. And you're going to say a compliment. You're going to say, che bel posto. What a beautiful place. Or even something very simple like mi piace molto. I like it a lot. You could say, che bel piatto. That plate looks delicious. Or bellissimo vestito. Beautiful outfit. If all else fails, you could always just smile and say che bello, which means how beautiful, how nice. Authenticity is way better than perfect Italian, okay? We're here to be genuine. We're not here to be 100% grammatically perfect, because even in Italy, nobody is 100% grammatically perfect all the time. Don't focus on perfection here. If you're on this channel, if you're learning from me, we're here to build genuine connections with people, and that starts with authenticity. So now that we've said a compliment and we've praised something, step 2 of the formula is ask. Now it's time to ask a question. And this is where you invite someone to respond back to you, and this is what gets you in that conversation. So you notice something, you said something nice about it, now we're going to ask a question. You can keep this so simple. You could literally say, come stai? How are you? Come va? How's it going? Come va is a little bit more informal. Come stai is also informal. If you were in a formal situation, you would say come sta or come sta lei with a capital L, L-E-I. If you don't want to say how's it going or how are you, you could say ti piace, do you like it? Or if the thing is plural, if there are multiple things, do you like them? You would say ti piacciono. Or you could say something like, what do you recommend me? Cosa mi consigli? Cosa mi consigli? It has that GLI in there, so it's a little weird sound coming from our mouth. So, gli, 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 cosa mi consigli? Or che cosa mi consigli? What do you recommend me? Keep in mind, we're here for conversation and connection, right? Again, authenticity. So think to yourself, I'm not here for perfect Italian. I'm not here to show off. I'm here to genuinely be curious and ask and make the connection. We're not here to show off. It's not, look at me, I know Italian perfectly. It's, wait a second, I want to learn more. Can you talk to me? And the last piece of our formula here, so we have praise, ask, and now we have share. You're going to add one short thing about yourself. Keep it really easy. I always say in a conversation, it is my go-to, that my dad is from Calabria. It's just something I love about myself and my heritage, and I always share with other Italians when I meet them. So something I always say in every introduction I've ever had with an Italian is mio padre viene dalla Calabria. My father comes from Calabria. I always say it. And believe it or not, every single time that picks up a conversation. I'll get a reaction from that and I'll start a conversation with somebody. So this formula works. So if your father's not from Calabria and you don't want to say that, you can say, I'm learning Italian. Sto imparando italiano. Or imparo italiano. È la mia prima volta qui. It's my first time here. È la mia prima volta qui. Or again, you could say something like, mi piace molto. I like it a lot. The focus of it all is to just be in the conversation and get in the conversation. And we're all human at the end of the day, right? We're here to connect. We're here to be authentic and to connect with people. We're not here to look like a textbook and show off and say, look at my perfect Italian and how fast I'm going. It's not about that. And that's the mistake that I see a lot of people have when they focus on the textbooks. We're here to connect with people. Grammar is great and speed is great, but again, nobody's going to really judge you on that. They're judging on how you express yourself because that's who you are. And if these are people that you genuinely want to have a connection or a conversation with, then I hope they care about who you are as opposed to how fast you're talking. So that's our 3-step formula inside the toolkit that gets my students from like awkwardly nodding in conversations and hoping no one notices that they don't understand to engaging in those conversations and actually feeling like they belong, like they're a part of the conversation. We have praise, ask, and share. That all said, I want to hear your Italian. I want to hear this formula in action for you. What would this look like for you? Share it in the comments, I'll reply. So now I'll show you an example of how this could work in real life. Let's imagine you're at a cafe in Roma. Numero uno, step 1, praise. We're gonna compliment something. Let's say a cappuccino looks delizioso or wonderful. Something simple you could say is che bel cappuccino. Che bel cappuccino. What a nice cappuccino. So now we have numero 2, ask. So first we start with our praise. Che bel cappuccino. What a nice cappuccino. Come? We're going to ask, how is it? And this invites the conversation in, right? How is it? Come? And numero 3, we're going to share something, a little personal anecdote to make it more human-like of a connection. This can be totally unrelated. You can say imparo italiano or sto imparando italiano, mi dispiace se sbaglio. I'm sorry if I make a mistake. And that's it. So this formula is different for everybody, but the idea works the same. You just joined the conversation naturally. You made a compliment, you noticed something, right? You made an observation, you asked something to invite a conversation in, to invite a response, and then you shared a little personal anecdote to make it more human. You shared something. The best part about all of this is that it's super authentic and you don't have to worry about absolute perfect grammar Italian. If you want to delve into any Italian conversation and feel like you really belong in the conversation and go past just this 3-part little formula, I have a completely free 60-minute value-packed Italian lesson. The link is below, or comment Italian lesson and I'll send it right over. I promise you, you will love it. I will see you there. If you liked this video and you want to keep learning Italian so you can speak with your friends and family and make connections over in Italy, then please click the like button, subscribe, and click the little notification bell so you don't miss out when I do post a new lesson and tips and tricks on learning. And to keep learning together right now and keep the ball rolling, I recommend this video right here. A presto, ciao!